My God, this thing sucks. And I can firmly say that because just a reminder, folks, you can spend the money on a combo at Taco Bell instead, and you could be so much more fulfilled. Like literally any combo on the menu. You want a Crunchwrap Supreme? You're going to get a Crunchwrap Supreme and a taco. And you know what? Get the Baja Blast because it's Taco Bell.
Hi, how are you today?
Good. How about yourself?
Great. Go ahead and order, please.
Okay. I would like to do the Crunchwrap Supreme combo, please, with a black bean Crunchwrap.
With a what?
Black bean Crunchwrap, please.
Okay.
And for the drink, could I do Baja Blast Zero with no ice?
All right. Anything else for today?
Could I do 2 spicy potato soft tacos, please?
Okay.
And then just for sauce, could I do fire and mild? And that would be all.
Is the order on the screen correct?
Yes, it looks it.
Okay, 63 second order, thank you.
Okay. I'm sorry, what was my total one more time?
863, 863, 863, 863.
863, thank you.
Kaiju, Turtles, Dragon Ball, and more. It's Steven Story Reviews. Hello there, collectors. It's Steven here, and welcome to the glorious journey where we take a look at the new Taco Man, the Playmates Jaguar. That's right, folks. Playmates has finally revisited their classics offerings for the Godzilla lineup, and they started doing their own unique sculpts. But, is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Let's take a look to see whether or not it's worth adding in your collection. All right, so I've already pretty much put forth the most effort for this this video that I think I well, first and foremost should have, and that I think I will for the rest of it, except for the ending. You're going to want to stick around for the ending because we still have more comedy gold, STR comedy gold, that is. So anyway, for this figure, you can clearly see here, I'm not going to be really taking this review 100% seriously just because you already got my verdict on it right out the get-go. So how does the figure look? Well, first and foremost, yes, MSRP rounding up by a penny. It's 13 bucks. So it ain't going to be perfect. But that being said, for 13 bucks, what else is there on the market that you can get? We cover that at the very top of the video. So for 13 bucks, you are going to get something that we're going to cover very clearly in just a couple minutes here. Cannot stand on its own. As you see here, I had to twist the figure around so this way it could survive the 360 spin view unassisted. Now, once you do provide assistance, which I'll cover a bit more towards the end, well, I guess one of the big issues with the head sculpt is that Jaguar is missing his ears. Yeah, I mean, objectively, the head does look a little off, but I do think it's a bit more stylized, so yeah, oh, okay. It's fine for me. For you, it may not necessarily be, but the rest of it is kind of missing the mark here, especially when we have the movie Monster Series stuff, which is releasing in Japan, a little bit more expensive, but pretty much doing the same thing. Paint quality is a little better. When we take a look at Jaguar here, we can definitely see that there is some paint here that is just thinned out, and it creates uneven layers, and we can actually see the vinyl underneath in some spots. And additionally, when we get a nice look at that waist area, the yellow paint that's used at the waist, the lower half, is different than the one that's used in the top half of the figure. Yeah. So someone pointed out as well is that it looks like the proportions are off, with one arm potentially being smaller than the other. Don't really know. I mean, the arm's in different positions, so hey, he's in an action pose. Cool. It's stylized. It is what it is. But that is one of the cool things, the pose. While it is not beneficial for the figure to stand up, he is in a fun action pose, which is not really something that we do get from the likes of the movie Monster Series stuff. We did have this when Bandai America was taking a crack at the Godzilla property, but they're not anymore, for better or worse. And yeah, so hey, cool, we get an action pose Jet Jaguar. All right, let's talk about the posing and articulation. Okay, so what's the deal with Jet Jaguar here? All right, well, first, head, neck, it's a swivel, so it spins. Spin real fast on your way to get your tacos. All right, shoulder, swivels. Do take note, pretty much regardless of how you spin the waist joint, it's gonna collide in, so be careful. Both arms do that. This arm still is gonna collide in, but not really as much. So, you know, it's a cleaner transition. As I showed you, we have a waist swivel. That's it. So what's the big deal here? Well, we had 3, 4. I'm gonna count that as 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, benefit of the doubt, 10. We almost had something there. Oh, we got him to stand a little bit there. Oh, okay. So, you know, he's not uniform. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so he has a standing issue. Why? Because his feet aren't really sculpted properly. Humanoid figures, particularly human figures, whenever they're taking dynamic poses, the general rule of thumb is you need to make sure that they're balanced correctly. And if you actually kind of take a look at Jet Jaguar, maybe from the bottom you can see it a little bit better. It's easier to see in person. He tends to want to lean forward this way. And his feet aren't really sculpted in any way to provide him anything to counterbalance that top-heavy lean. So he's going to do that. Case in point. You saw him move. I ain't gotta make this shit up. You saw him move. Okay. See, that's my point. Now, he's counterbalanced that way. See that? He's fine. So yeah, Playmates. Articulation, cool, but you can't stand worth a shit. The hell? Now it's time to move on over to a size comparison where you can see a 6-inch scale. I mean, nothing really too impressive here. You pretty much know what you're getting into when you go to pick this up. And since this is going to be available at Target and Walmart, you're going to be able to see it on the shelf and you're going to see it in person. You're going to be like, okay, it's this big. All right, move it on. Buy now, skip, or wait for a deal. Yes, it's $13. Yes, there are more things out there you can spend that money on instead of buying the Jet Jaguar, including an upcoming movie Monster Series release, which yes, you'll have to import it. Probably have to get it from Amazon Japan, Hobbylink Japan, other import sites. Yes, get it from an import site. You will pay cheaper than a US quote-unquote reseller. But still, yeah, Playmates 1, it's an easy pass. Unfortunately, it's hard to say that, but now there are some folks who were actually able to get this to stand up with no issues. Don't know how that happened. I have heated this sucker. I have reheated it. I have frozen it, thrown it in my freezer. Nothing. Can't get it to stand on its own unless I spin the body around, which isn't good. Now, I know what some of you may be saying. Steven, you're not the target demographic. I would say, guess what? I would be pretty mad if I were young and I couldn't get my figure to stand up. Pretty aggravating. It's pretty aggravating. So at the end of the day, take the $13, go get something better. All right. That's what I got. And yes, Ready Player One Mechagodzilla, that's coming next.
Well, I had some cheese spill, but there's your... Come on. Do this one. How do food reviewers do this stuff? There's your food you get for less than a price of a jet Jaguar. Where's your taco? Hey, where's your taco? Happy Taco Tuesday, everybody!